I might be an AI voice, but these opinions come from a human being, and racism comes in many forms, many shades, many disguises. Not everyone who says something racist believes they're racist. Sometimes people think they're just winding someone up. Sometimes they think it's just banter. Sometimes they think it's strategy. But racism is still racism. And there's one place where it refuses to die: football. You can support a team with 8 black players in the starting 11, but still shout racial abuse at the one black player on the opposition team. How does that make sense? You celebrate your own players. You idolize them. You buy their shirts. You sing their names. But the moment a player from the other side scares you, suddenly it's monkey chants. Suddenly it's slurs. Suddenly it's bananas thrown from the stands. Let's be honest about why it happens. It's fear. It's insecurity. It's an attempt to unsettle someone. There is nothing easier than going for the most obvious difference: skin color. When you want to hurt someone quickly, you know it cuts deep. You know it gets under the skin. And that's exactly why some people do it. Now, you might not walk around being racist outside of a football stadium. You might have friends from different backgrounds. You might work with people from different cultures. But inside that stadium, when emotions are high, some of you let it out. And that's not an excuse. Because racism doesn't become less racist just because it's in a football ground. And here's the uncomfortable truth. It keeps happening because the system barely punishes it. Clubs get fined tiny amounts compared to their revenue. Statements get released. Campaigns get launched. Banners get waved. Kick it out. No to racism. Players post on social media. And then next week, it happens again. Do you really think a 20,000 euros fine is changing anything at a club worth hundreds of millions? It's symbolic, not structural. Now, to the footballers who suffer from it, and there have been many, understand this. It doesn't happen because you're inferior. It happens because you're dangerous. Name one average, irrelevant player who gets racially abused regularly. You won't find many. It happens to stars. It happens to match winners. It happens to the players who dominate games. Some of the greatest players in football history, Black, African, mixed heritage, Arab descent, have defined this sport. They didn't just participate in football. They elevated it. So the idea that football belongs to one group, that one culture owns it. That argument died decades ago. Football is global. It's diverse. It's shared. And when people cling to the color of their skin as their only sense of superiority, that says more about them than it ever will about the players they're abusing. Now, let's talk about resilience. There was that moment when a banana was thrown at Dani Alves. He picked it up and ate it. Was that the perfect response? Maybe not. But it showed something important. The intention of racism in stadiums is often to provoke, to destabilize, to break concentration. It's ugly. It's wrong. It's outdated. But pretending it doesn't exist doesn't fix it. Real change requires real consequences. Point deductions, stadium closures, lifetime bans. Until racism genuinely hurts clubs financially and competitively, it won't disappear. And here's the final point. Football is bigger than skin color. If the only thing someone has to feel superior about is the color of their skin, then that's not power. That's insecurity. The game has moved on. The world has moved on. It's time the stands catch up. That's enough for today. Follow BALLsht Sports for real conversations, even the uncomfortable ones.